Matt Provence back with senior preseason all-conference selection Tim Coleman of the men's basketball team. Tim, it's great to see that name, and on paper, congratulations for it, but you personally, how excited are you to get going?
Anxious. I'm ready to get it going. I'm excited for our scrimmage that's starting next week, so, try to get the ball rolling a little bit.
You play hard, and I know every time I see you, dings and bruises, you go after everything. How's your health level coming into the season?
Oh, it's fine. I had a few little nicks with the hamstring and a glute, but my hamstring's fine now, and the glute, just got to stretch it out every now and then. But I would say I'm 100% healthy. I'll be ready by the time tip-off starts. So.
That's all I need to hear.
Yeah.
Now, you played everywhere on this team, really. I mean, you've played all through the gamut of the different positions, and it sounds like you'll be playing more time at the 3 this year as opposed to a lot of time at the 4 a year ago. Mm-hmm. What's your role like this year with the offense and moving forward with the team?
I don't think my role has changed much at all. I'm trying not to. I don't think about it like that, It's just a change of position, I see myself, I could play anywhere on the floor, so it's just, okay, I'll just play outside, perimeter base more. But I don't think my role has changed. I'll still do what I've been doing. Just, it'll probably be easier now because, I have smaller guys guarding me or, so.
Well, that could be exciting. Now, look, last year you and I talked, and I thought you certainly were worthy of an all-conference selection, but you were nominated for Atlantic Sun Defensive Player of the Year. Mm-hmm. Talk about what that means to you that you were nominated for Defensive Player of the Year.
Well, since I've been playing basketball, I've always been good at defense, so, it's kind of expected, I guess. Not expected, but, it wasn't a surprise to me to be nominated for a defensive player because, that's how everything starts for me, defensive end, and then my offense kind of feeds off defense and vice versa. So it wasn't really that too surprising. So.
But it's fun because, like I said, you do it on both ends, mm-hmm. and kind of a good proof of that is the fact that you're only 3 years into your career with another year to go, yet you became just the 3rd Highlander ever with 1,000 points and 500 rebounds. You eclipsed those numbers last year. Mm-hmm. Which to you is more important? Be honest with me, you like the points, you like the rebounds? Don't wiggle off the hook with me. What do you like more?
The points. But, I actually, the points, but I like feeling all the stats, it just makes me, feel nice when you can look across the stat sheet and be like, okay, got the points, rebounds, throw some assists in there, some blocks and stuff. It's just, it feels like the stats show my worth, so it's like I feel good when I see a good stat line.
Yeah, and I really think it does show the hard work on both ends, night in, night out. You're going to get a little help in the front court with a guy who's a little bit more seasoned than your typical freshman with the sophomore who transferred a year ago in Abdul Lewis. Mm-hmm. What does his presence on the floor mean not only for you but also for the team?
Well, the rebounding aspect is definitely a big part. So, with me and Ab, we'll both probably be averaging double figures with the rebounds. Like, trying to box out me and him will probably be a challenge for a lot of teams. And then, Rob is going to be crashing the boards too, so all 3 of us, and then you have Muhammad. So it's just, he's bringing in an extra dimension to the team, and offensively, he's, outstanding. So people are going to have to play more honest than they had to in the past in the post present because, when in doubt, we can always just throw the ball into Ab and, let him go to work. So, he's giving it more than just having me and Damon, have the ball or, forcing other players to make plays. He's like a pressure release. So.
Let's talk about Damon for a second. We hadn't yet, and obviously one of the best scorers in the ASUN. What have you seen from him in the preseason that could make you deduce that he's going to be even better for this team offensively?
I feel like now, we talked about it a lot. I think now it's mentally now. Mentally, because Coach basically nominated me, him, and Rob as the captains and stuff. So, he had to take on a more leadership role. So basically, mentally, he's grown. So I feel like, skill-wise, he could get better. Obviously, he get better shooter, but at the end of the day, Damon's gonna shoot the 3. But I think mentally is what's really gonna propel him. And he's shown it even in practice now, how he mentally handles himself and how he keeps himself more composed. It's he's playing it's even better now than before. So I think that's what improved overall. So and that's what's making him better.
You've also had a good relationship with Brian Kennedy when he's been an assistant. Mm-hmm. Talk about what you think might be the best attribute that BK brings to you guys now as a head coach.
Skill-wise, like he's making everybody get out of their comfort zone, basically. So, for example, Chris, likes to shoot threes. You didn't see him put it down on the floor much in last year, but now he's making plays off the dribble now more. Like in practice, he's like, for example, today came off, put in a new offensive set, came off the handoff, drove, kicked it through a one-handed pass, skip across the court, or easily read the defense and kicked out the rob, hit an open three. So he's making players more diverse. So that's what I think he's bringing. And also the assistant coaches are helping with that as well. So they're making, like, my teammates, like, more of a threat than just being labeled as a shooter. Like, okay, like, so now it's even more of a pressure release now. So it's like, all right, if you don't want to honor if you want to just say, okay, I'm a shooter, so I'm just going to pressure up on you, okay, we're going to go by you now. Like, we can make plays off the dribble. So I feel like BK is definitely helping us out skill-wise with that. And also, he has his own idea of, like, plays. Like, some of the plays that he's calling are like, oh, yeah, these are some quick. These are buckets. These are some scoring plays. So that's what I think, too. He's bringing his own, I guess, I would say, lack of a better word, his own presence into the, to the offense and stuff. So that's what I'm excited about.
Before I let you go, most important question maybe. Looking at the schedule, some tough games, some cool games. Mm-hmm. What have you circled? Is there a game that you've circled and said, this is the one I'm really looking forward to?
Oh, Purdue. Top three in the country. I always look forward to playing the best teams. It was Temple, because my cousin went there, Quentin DeCozy, but, he graduated, so I don't care anymore. So I'm over it now at this point, but Purdue is my one now. It's one I'm circling.
And that's good, too, because you were part of the team that upset Michigan, another Big Ten powerhouse.
Yeah, so let's try and get another one now.
I'm on board. Hey, Tim, it's great seeing you. You look great, ready to go, and I'm sure the team is circling November 11th when you get started as well. So go get them, and I look forward to calling your games again this season.
Yep, I'm looking forward to having you there this season.
That is Tim Coleman, again selected as an all-conference preseason selection for the ASUN, and last year was in the top 10 in nearly every statistic, both offensively and defensively. Tim, again, thanks for your time.
Thank you.